G'day guys, it's me again. Okay, so for starters, I would like to thank you all for subscribing. I've reached over 1,000 subscribers at this point. I'm actually really surprised because particularly a year ago, I only had about 11 subscribers. So now I'm on like over 1,000. So I'm really, really grateful to all of you guys. So yeah. So as a bit of a thank you, I guess. So, and a bit of a different video that's different from around, and just I wanted to do a really fun-hearted video. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my boyfriend, Mr. Wolf.
Oh,
and please...
Make me get up, aren't you?
Fixing
Ow. Sunburn.
Sorry. Alright. So, this...
And I look like shit.
Well, you look like you've devil's horns. So.
I nearly look like Ace Ventura. Nearly.
Alright. So, this...
Except I don't crawl out of a rhino's ass.
Yeah. So, this is my boyfriend. So, what we decided to do for this video is just basically give a bit of a wrap-up about our relationship. And because we've got some really funny stories and some serious stories, we've decided to just do those stories.
Yay.
He's complaining because we already tried filming this once and it kind of didn't work out. And boy, did it take a lot to get to this fucking point, I tell ya!
You needed the exercise.
Yeah, shut up. I had to drag his ass into my sister's room because I haven't figured out how to film in my room yet.
And I didn't want to get off the couch.
Yeah, I had to drag his ass. And then I had to get him on the fucking bed. Seriously, I am
I agreed to get on the bed eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
You didn't have to get me onto the bed. I agreed to get onto the bed myself.
Yeah, but after I tried to get you on the bed about 3 times.
That's not my problem.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
anyway, so I think the best place to start with these stories is the first story, which is basically the very beginning of our friendship, relationship, whatever. It is basically the literal beginning. And I do have a little bit of a rule, remember? No names.
Fine.
Anyway, so we had this friend who was a mutual friend at the time. We do not talk to this person anymore. We cannot stand them. Let's leave it at that.
Wasn't I dating her when this happened?
No, you weren't. This was...
No, just before.
This was before you guys got together.
Just before.
This was just before you guys got together. And, so... These two, I later found out this was all fake just to get under my skin.
My plan.
Yes, his plan, because clearly she had told him about me. And so she was talking to me, telling me that she and him had been playing Midnight Man. Now, it's one of those things along the lines of Bloody Mary, Charlie, and all that other crap. So, I'm that person that says you do not fuck with the spirit world, because shit can happen to you. And naturally, they're going on and on and on about how they were playing it and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what's this guy's number? So she gave me the number, and I call him. I have a feeling she may have texted him warning him. I don't know if she did or not, though. I hope she did. And I'm just like...
This is 3 years ago, so who knows?
Yeah, this was like 3 years ago. And I'm just like, hi. So-and-so's friend, Mr. Wolf. And then I start going off my head. And then I combine the calls together. And then they're just pissing off laughing.
And then Karma's bitch and I broke my back, what was it, a month later?
I think it was about a month to 2 weeks. 2 to 3, between 2 and 4 weeks later, he damaged his back and was in hospital. And about 2 or 3 weeks later... No, for me, about 3 weeks later, I think you actually broke your back about 2 weeks after that, and then about 3 weeks after that, I left for Europe.
No, because we were talking while I was still in hospital.
Yeah.
While you were in Europe.
Yeah. Either way,
about the same time I did my back, she left.
For Europe, and I was away for a month. Now, during this time, I was with another guy, and I'd been with him for a few months. At this point, and not long after, I think it wasn't long after I left that he and this now ex-friend got together as a couple. And something I will admit to this day, I don't know why, but I was jealous. even met this bloke yet, and I was jealous they got together. I will never know to this day why I got jealous.
Don't ask me. Seriously, look at me. I'm a twig.
I don't get it either. I literally don't know, but something just... Like, when she told me, I was just like, huh. Okay. Bitch.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Yep. And like I said, I was with another bloke at the time, and while I was with him, my feelings decided to develop more and more and more, and I did admit, while I was still with the other guy, to this friend, that I had feelings for him.
And shit just went downhill.
Yep. She wasn't happy with me. But what ended up happening was...
She played mental games, fucked around, all up about 6 of us.
Yeah.
And then bitch moved to Queensland.
We're very happy about that. But their relationship didn't work out.
Not really. She's still in the same country and alive, breathing.
True. Anyway. So, my relationship was the first one to completely fall to shit. And I didn't want things to be awkward between the 3 of us, because I still wanted to have my friends around. If anything, at the time, I needed my friends, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm someone who can actually really crumble mentally. And this one really, really hurt. Breakup-wise, I mean. It was like the worst one I have ever had. And,
even though there was no, in hindsight, real relationship there.
Yeah, basically it turned into a one-sided relationship. And,
Not even.
Well, in the beginning it wasn't so much a one-sided.
It was like a half-sided relationship by the end of it.
Pretty much. I was just gutted. Because I will say this, he was a nice bloke. You know, he was a really nice boy. Especially at that time, wasn't meant for a relationship with anybody. But especially me. I'll just put it that way.
High maintenance.
I am not high maintenance. I'm not.
You're not expensive to buy for, but you can crash like that.
Mentally, I am high maintenance, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I am that person.
That's part of high maintenance.
And unfortunately, that caused my mental state to crumble. And then not long after, certain things happened and there was a lot of tension, and I ended up stopped talking to him and a whole bunch of other people simply because of reasons. And during this time that was leading up to said breakup, I actually developed a minor to major level eating disorder because I was very badly depressed. And unfortunately, I still live with these things on and off. The depression, I still live with. The eating disorder, not so much. But basically, what ended up happening after we started talking again, and he found out what was going on with me, he, whenever we met up, basically would almost always force food down my throat. What are you doing, you cat? And this is going to lead into the next funny story. Now, the day...
Still can't believe you missed the garden bed by this much. Seriously, this much.
When he met my mother, which was, I think, about 2 or 3 months into the relationship, because my mother kept putting it off because she didn't like him.
God knows why she loves me now, and so does your dad. It's
I know,
weird.
my dad likes you. It's just, trust me, how abruptly it started is freaky. Anyway, so, what ended up happening was we just had dinner, and I was basically in my recovery stage, so I was just starting to eat kind of normally. I still had to make sure that I wasn't eating too much, but I wasn't like trying not to eat at this time.
And it just went out the window.
Pretty much. So I basically almost forced myself to eat too much because I didn't, because I loved the food, because the food I was having was really nice. And unfortunately, I had eaten too much, and I ended up throwing up. And like
missing the garden bed by this much.
Yeah.
Seriously, you made it to the garden bed and then missed it by this much.
Yeah. That's kind of what I did at the time. I don't know.
No, that was literally what you did at the time.
I know.
You threw up next to the garden bed instead of in it.
Yep. So that's a story that I referred to in my last video, the like 40...
Sorry, shopping cleaners.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, so another funny story that I've got that I have referred to previously. Now, there are times when we are literally so stupid, it's literally like an anime scene playing out.
Where the characters basically turn into 5-year-olds and just go all immature.
Yes. So, this particular story that I'm on about is from a couple of months ago. And what ended up happening this day was...
Damn it, you saw that.
What is?
Nothing, never mind.
I'll see it. I will see it when I watch the video back. Anyway, so what ended up happening was... Here's me. Well, there's a particular anime that I avoid watching these days because there is a little fangirl screaming weeaboo that I buried deep in the center of the earth in a locked iron chain, which is down at the bottom of the ocean, right in the center of the earth, that I do not want getting out again.
Called Oran.
Yes. Oran. So he was basically trying to force me to watch the episode, which I had actually accidentally, without meaning to blab, that was the worst episode for me to turn into this little screaming thing.
Which one was it? 15, 13?
I'm not telling you.
Something like that.
I'm not telling you.
I'll find it.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You will not.
I'll get
And
your
he basically...
sister to help me.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
Anyway.
She's your older sister.
Anyway.
Older siblings, unite!
Anyway, what ended up happening was he, on Netflix, unfortunately there is Oran, and he decided to click on this episode. And I was trying to screech away. And he was basically on top of me, not in that way. And I was trying to, like in a horror film, claw myself away on the ground. It was hopeless. He was literally trying to get me to watch. I was like, no, W-A.
Yeah,
It was very,
when
very
she
funny.
started to close her eyes, it's like, alright, fine then. I'll pin you even worse and start tickling you.
Yep. And that went on for the entire episode. Unfortunately.
No, it was a bit more than that because I had to try and pin you to the floor before I hit play.
Yeah.
So it went on for about an hour.
Yeah, for about an hour. It went on, and it went on and on and on. And bear in mind, he'd been threatening to put on Oran multiple times.
Still do.
Still does. And then I just retort with a chick flick.
That's okay. I don't mind 10 things I hate about you.
It wouldn't be that one.
That's alright. I still run faster.
I still managed to catch you. Just.
You had to drag me off the couch twice. Imagine if I actually put effort in.
Oh god, that's true.
You'd be dragging the couch with me.
Anyway. So, yeah, those are a couple of them. What else? There was another one that we talked about. Oh, yeah.
You gotta remember, I got goldfish memory.
Yeah.
Thanks, asshole.
Who he is referring to is his best friend, who, when they were 6 years old, and this event actually caused them to become best friends, which is a little bit ironic. Don't go out and doing this, people, because...
I wasn't 6, I was 8.
I thought it was 6.
Nah, we were in grade, 3 or 4, so it was at least 8.
Okay. What ended up happening, he got hit in the head accidentally with a golf club. By his now best friend.
Yep.
Something I will tell you, though, there is a story I am going to mention, and he's going to want to kill me for it.
Don't you dare mention the Makona incident. Fuck. Thanks.
I love you.
Panda.
Barrett.
Short ass.
Fuck you.
Yes, please. It's YouTube, we're not monetized. Who gives a shit? Seriously, count how many times I swear in the last video. You'll see.
Anyway. So, because of this actually can tell you the kind of person that I am. Because of how drunk this one got...
Over-worried motherfigure.
I am the mother friend. Can I put it that way? There are days when he's just like, yes, Mom. I'm not even kidding.
That's every day.
No, it's not.
Pretty much.
Anyway.
Every other day.
So what happened was he was staying with his dad, and I was texting him because obviously I can't call him at his dad's because his dad lives in a bloody shoebox.
Literally.
Pretty much. Not quite literally. A human shoebox. A house shoebox. Whatever.
Close enough.
And
take a shoebox, put 3 walls in it, and you have my dad's house.
Yeah. Anyway, so because I knew he'd been drinking, and this was the day after he'd been partying, and this was for his mate's 18th.
Mother's Day weekend.
This was for his best mate's 18th. And what ended up happening was he was hungover on the Sunday, and naturally that's going to be a bit of a...
Thank you, Jack Daniels and vodka.
Yep. And what ended up happening, he was so drunk, and I was texting him, and then all of a sudden, nothing.
I had fallen asleep.
And I was just like, hello?
2 hours later.
Me?
2 hours later, I wake up, throw up, text her back, and repeat until you finally... I swear you called my dad.
No, I messaged him. I messaged his dad. I messaged his dad asking if he was okay because I was like having a massive panic attack. I was in tears. I was just like, is he dead?
Bit more dramatic than that.
Oh yeah, but I'm not going to go into all that. I'm talking about uncontrollable, unstoppable tears. And the next day he calls me, he's just like messaging me, and I'm just like, I barely slept. I look like shit.
Not my problem, so do I.
No, yeah, well, I sent you a picture of it, and he's just like, I don't care if you look like shit. It was actually really, really sweet. He has sent me quite a few really sweet messages, particularly in early days of the relationship. Like, there were quite a few of them that I actually screenshotted. But I didn't get all of them. I've got some of them, but not all of them, which actually makes me sad, because I really want, like, all of them. And it would be nice if you would send some more.
I'll get round to it.
But yeah, it was just like, yeah, there was some really sweet messages back in that day. And and I was just like, can you come and give me cuddles at school? And he was like, I can't. I literally feel like too much of shit.
I was going to say that the night of the party was the night before Mother's Day. I nearly passed out on the toilet, classic Australian style, because you drink too much. Got moved onto the couch. My dad picked me up in a taxi. Luckily, I didn't throw up. 5 minutes down the road, I made it. Got my ass kicked for throwing up in the lounge room into a bucket, because everyone hated it. And then got forced into going to the shops on Mother's Day Sunday to go buy chocolate.
For his mother. Who wouldn't even be seeing until the next night.
I made it there. 2 minutes out of the shopping centre. And then I threw up on the footpath.
Yep. Yeah, we get bad sometimes. Let's see. What's another good one we've got? Oh. We're evil. We get some really interesting ideas between us.
No shit. I'm the bad influence. I'm just not stupid enough to try and do any of it.
I will say this. Something that we do. I don't know if we're one of the few couples that does this, but it's always really fun when we do. Particularly if we're on the phone. Like, this mainly happens when we're on the phone to each other. It's just... one of us gets a really random thought about something that happens in the future. Whether it be kids, house, whatever. And we actually just go along about it, just going on and on and on about it. Like, whatever comes out of our mouth is just like, oh yeah, this is totally happening.
Which one this time?
Now, if you watched the last video, there's a piece of information about him, as well as I, that...
Are you referring to giving your nana a heart attack?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so for the record, I am a Wiccan.
Hail Satan.
He is a Satanist. But he is not satanic. There is actually a slight difference. It's just like the difference between a pentagram and a pentacle. It is a very slight difference, but it is a difference all the same.
It's like the Nazi symbol, swastika, whatever, and an old Buddhist peace symbol.
I think it's called a manji.
Might be, whatever you want to call it. The only difference is Buddhist symbol this way, Nazi swastika this
That
way.
Basically, it's that little of a difference. But it makes all the difference. Anyway, so what our little plan was bribing the doctor to, when the child is born, instead of saying, oh, it's a boy, oh, it's a girl, particularly if my nana's around, it's, congratulations, it's a Satanist!
100% my idea.
It was his idea. Yeah, we come up with some of the strangest shit. Like, there was a plan that I came up with this year for Christmas. I didn't end up going through with it, unfortunately, because it would have been bloody hilarious to open.
Which one was it?
Why him?
Ah.
So what this plan was to go and see the movie Why Him? Get tickets for it and bring, obviously, Mr. Wolf and my father. Now, let me explain something. Over the years of this relationship, my dad barely says 2 words to him.
First time I met him ever, he stormed out the door, gave me a death stare, got in the car and sped off out the driveway. I had done nothing at that stage.
Yes, he had done absolutely nothing. And basically, about 3 weeks ago, all of a sudden, he starts being nice.
Then, what was it? Christmas Eve, when you got dropped off.
No, it was the day before Christmas Eve.
Whatever, Christmas Eve, there.
Yes.
Walk out to the car to see you as you get dropped off, and I actually get a, hey bud, it's like, what?
And I heard that, I'm just like...
Seriously, if any of you actually know what drugs people are slipping him, please let me know, because I need some for my stepdad, because he's a cunt. And I'll keep giving them to Moray's dad. Please help. What?
What did I tell you before?
I didn't use names.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No.
You used mine.
Did I?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Alright, this is going to be a name reveal video too. Why not?
Whatever. Like, you're going to be able to track us down. We're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's amazing. We've got Wi-Fi.
Okay. So let me explain. The reason my YouTube name is Serena96 was because in that year, when I did create my YouTube account way back in 2007, my sister helped me create this account. And I was obsessed with the English dub of Sailor Moon. And the English dub for Sailor Moon, her character's name is Serena. And I loved that name. I loved it. Therefore, I decided, why not? Serena96. 96.
Weeboo.
I went through a very big weeaboo stage, as some of you who have been here since the beginning of my channel would realise.
Midnight Madness.
The first Midnight Madness blog, indeed.
That cringe level.
Oh, yeah. Bear in mind, I basically went through a bumfuck of the photos on my family's hard drive tonight with him, and I saw those pictures from said video, and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh god, no. No, no. I'm so glad I am out of the weeaboo stage. Goodbye. You can go. I have chained you down into the center of the earth. Goodbye.
It's okay. If you want to annoy her now, post Lazy Town memes.
Ugh. Do not. Do not even start.
We are number one.
I will bite you.
Go for it. It's on video.
Fuck. Stop it.
I win.
Fuck you. He is a pain in my ass, okay? I literally need better ways to react. I know. And no, I am not abusive. The only time I even do that shit is when he's being a real pain in my ass and he's not shutting up.
We are number 1.
I don't know how many of you can relate to me on this, but I am not a huge fan of memes. I am not. And then my sister got into his little freaking head and...
I had already enjoyed some of them. I found the Lazy Town memes funny. Still do.
They're a pain in my ass. Especially that one. That one's like a real...
I'm sure a lot of you out there will know the meme I'm on about. If you know the tune, you know what I'm on about.
Yes. So pretty much, he loves to be annoying, but you know what? At the end of the day, he is my pain in the ass. And I wouldn't have it any other way. He does...
Sometimes that'll beg to differ.
Yes, some days I beg to differ. There are just some days where he's pushing it, and there are some days he should not be pushing it.
Which I do anyway, because it's funny.
Yes. And basically, I think... Oh my god, I have to be so careful with what I say, because I don't want to be like a fucking... There is a bit of a difference...
Really?
There is a bit of a difference between some of the things I will say now compared to the last video, because of certain things. One thing's for sure that I have actually backed off with is actually bringing up future shit with him. I actually have done that. I resist it.
Thank you.
Yes. That's... And one thing that I will say is... you can block your ears if you want to.
Nah, it's all good.
In the last video, honestly, I was kind of waiting for someone to post, "Get the hint."
I've got the hint, I'm waiting.
No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I made my comment about it. None, no more comments. I'm just pointing that out. Believe me, he's got the hint. He had to put up with it for about 6 months.
For once, I might actually be able to get away with getting you one gift for both things in the same month.
No, you don't have to. And particularly because I know you don't have the money for it at the moment. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yes, but I might.
You don't have to.
I might.
Don't spend a fortune on me.
I won't.
Good. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
He just said clueless, didn't he?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You won, didn't you?
No.
Are you fucking with my head again?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm
You're
not.
using that tone.
Fuck.
You're fucking with my head.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm like Jack Sparrow, guys. I'm a cross between House, Sherlock, and Jack Sparrow. I quite often tell the truth, yet no one believes me because it sounds ridiculous.
Let me explain something. For Christmas this year.
3 months of torture. Totally worth it.
Oh no, you've been going far longer than that. And he's still going to be going. He has been going for over a year and a half. He has been torturing me with this for over a year and a half. Okay? Which is part of the reason I decided to back the fuck off the topic.
And yet I don't, because it's funny.
Yes. Even though I've been very, very good and I've basically backed the fuck off completely, like 99% off.
I haven't.
Yes. So this year for Christmas, what he got me was he got me a
Liquid luck pendant necklace.
thingy from Zing. And I was not expecting it. I did not even realize that he put it right under my nose.
I didn't buy it right under your nose.
Yes, you did.
I bought it behind your back after you had left.
To go to the toilet. So technically you bought it under my nose because it
No,
was
I
in your
didn't. I
bag.
bought you behind your back.
Whatever.
If it was under your nose, you would have been in the store.
True. Anyway.
Ha.
So this little thing that he does is he loves to make me think he's getting me a ring. Now, for the trolls of you in the comments who are like, but you already have a ring on. Promise ring. That is a difference. Hi. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Doodle.
Easter egg out there for all you that can lip read. Panda falling off a bed.
I'm not a panda!
At the moment you look like one.
No, I do not.
Big duck suckers.
Shut up, ferret.
Short ass.
Fuck you.
And for those of you that also haven't noticed, hornless!
Yes, for those of you who have not been able to realise as of yet, if you look at all my other videos, there is usually a bump right here on my forehead, and it is gone. And I miss it. It's like my little demon horn is gone. But then again, I've still got the little devil on my shoulder.
Hey.
But then again, I don't miss the devil so much.
You do when I make you spend money.
Yes, I do.
Which happens quite often.
It does, which is a pain in the ass. But I'm the little angel on his shoulder that tells him not to buy things, so...
That I still do anyway.
No, not always, because I drag you out of the store before you can.
Yeah, true. Then I go back a week later and try and do the same thing.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my god. You're hopeless. I think Devil's Carnival might be ready.
And it's only taken us half an hour to realise that.
Okay guys, so I think we're going to cut the video off here. There is a movie we've been waiting for all fucking day to fucking download because of bullshit internet.
Middle of bumfuck nowhere, that's why.
Yes, middle of bumfuck nowhere. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I do plan to do more videos like this. I actually have a couple of plans in the works where I do plan to drag this one on camera.
Shit. You're not doing that drag makeup on me.
I wouldn't do it to you on YouTube. I would only do it to you in the sanctity of this house and get the photos for my folio so that I don't fucking fail. And the teachers would be the only one who would see it.
I'll kidnap my best friend for you.
Thank you. And by the way, he already agreed to do it, but timing didn't work out on the day that I needed him, so...
So yeah, I've literally got to kidnap him almost, but it's all good.
It'll work out. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, this is the boyfriend.
How's Satan?
And I am current... Wait a minute! There was something you came up with.
Which one?
Back in the last video. The question was, if I was collecting something, what would it be? And you said that there was a joke in there that you decided not to do. It was actually apparently offensive, and I would probably want to kill you for it. Another video then.
Goldfish memory. Thanks, asshole.
Okay.
You know who you are if you're watching.
I doubt he's watching.
Probably not.
Okay, so yeah. Like I said, I'm leaving it there. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.
How's Satan? And Panda's falling off the bed.